It's day 10 of our Japan and South Korea cruise, and somehow we are already on our last sea day. And apparently we decided we needed to squeeze just about everything into it. So let's get the day started. First up, line dancing. There's always so many activities happening around the ship on sea days, and this is one of those things that I probably wouldn't normally do at home, but put me on a cruise ship and apparently I'm ready to learn some choreography. Later, a huge group of the crew came onto the pool deck for a special celebration. I just love seeing this because you really realize how many people are working behind the scenes to make a cruise like this happen. And after almost 2 weeks on board, you definitely start recognizing some familiar faces. Next, we stop by the Spa Café. If you want something a little lighter than the buffet, this is a nice option. They have things like fresh fruit, lighter breakfast and lunch choices, and fresh smoothies. It's tucked right near the solarium, so it's a nice, quieter spot to grab something during the day. But we wouldn't be healthy for too long because next up was our wine and food pairing class. We tried several different wines paired with small bites, designed to show how food can completely change the way a wine tastes. We tried whites, reds, and a sparkling wine, and it was actually really interesting tasting everything side by side. Sitting on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean tasting wine, there's worse ways to spend an afternoon. And then we walked downstairs and discovered they had pulled out all the stops for the gala lunch buffet. Evidently, it's always the last sea day during the trip. And this was not your normal buffet setup. Huge displays of seafood, shrimp, mussels, cheeses, charcuterie, and all kinds of special dishes. The seafood station was apparently very serious business because they actually had it roped off and the crew served it to you. I'm guessing this was their way of making sure someone didn't walk away with an entire mountain of shrimp. The presentation was beautiful. This was definitely one of those times when you realize just how much work goes into creating some of these special events on board. That evening, we had the most beautiful sunset, which felt pretty perfect for our last night at sea. We got dressed up because it was the final chic night of the cruise. And I have to admit, by this point, it was starting to hit me the trip was almost over. For our final chic night dinner, we went to the Tuscan Grille, the ship's Italian specialty restaurant. We started with the bread service with olive oil and balsamic, followed by the burrata and tomatoes with balsamic. Then we did one thing I highly recommend when you want to try more than one thing. We ordered 2 half portions of pasta. So we could taste both without completely filling up before our entrees. For our main course, we went with steak and garlic mashed potatoes. We tried the creme brulee and the lemon ricotta cheesecake. Tomorrow we have one final port day before the adventure officially comes to an end. Well, that is before we spend some time in Tokyo.